Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got videos today from thedadvocate.
Weird shit I will not put up with in a relationship. Sleeping on the couch.
Oh, hell no.
To this day, as
my
a grown
couch.
man, I
My
will
house.
never understand how a woman can make a man sleep on the couch. Because there is no way in hell my mother would ever make my father sleep anywhere he didn't want to. Like, that wasn't a thing. I honestly thought that was a myth. Like, I thought that was a cliche, something that every movie or TV sitcom did. I thought that was a joke. If we live together and I'm paying bills in that motherfucker, I'm gonna sleep where I want. Moving in with a woman. I'm not doing that. There's nothing really weird about that, but personally, I just don't ever want to put myself in a situation where a woman can tell me to get the fuck out and I have to go. And every time we get into an argument, you want to, this is my house, me to death. Absolutely not. You're going to either move in with me or we're going to get a spot together. Also, I'm not running after you. Like, if we get into an argument and you decide you want to storm out of the room or leave the room or storm out of my house, I'm not coming to get you. Especially if I didn't tell you to leave, I'm not coming to get you. I'll be receptive to you coming back. If you want to come back after you calm down, we can do that. Sure. We can have a productive conversation about what happened, but I'm not rushing behind you to do nothing. Also, the weirdest thing
I'm going to rush behind you to lock the door.
That I'm not putting up with is being punished for winning the argument. I really hate those videos. Even though they're funny, I hate those videos to where it's like the Twist the Hopeful song is playing and the guy's like, I won the argument, but apparently I raised my voice, had to apologize anyway, and had to sleep on the couch. Now the original point is irrelevant. I hate those videos because I'm not doing that shit. I will not do that shit. If I won the argument and if I was right, I wish the fuck you would have an attitude still. Yep. I wish you would. You'll just have it. You just gonna have it. I'm not coming behind you. I'm not apologizing. I don't care that I raised my voice. I don't care, because if you hadn't done what you did, my voice wouldn't have got raised. I don't give a damn. I will try my best not to raise my voice, but if a voice gets raised because of something you did, then a voice just gets raised. I don't give a damn. But you will not.
Remember, my voice just goes up in volume when I speak passionately, so volume's gonna go up.
Not punish me for being right, just like I'm not gonna punish you if you're genuinely right.
So he brought up some really great points, right? Like, I had never really thought about the sleeping on the couch thing. It's not something we've never talked about on this channel. Like, I in the past, I've talked about how that goes in our house. Yeah. I have never, ever told TJ, you're sleeping on the couch tonight. I've never told TJ to get out of the house. I did always think that was kind of crazy. Like, how are you going to do that? We both own this house. How do I have the right to do that? Like, I would be livid. I would be losing my shit if a man ever told me to do that. But there have been times where, like, the energy between TJ and I is still so heated from an argument that he will put himself on the couch. Like, he is just like, no, I need to get away from this. But the difference is we actually have like a really, really comfortable sleeping couch, and TJ actually likes sleeping there. Like, there have been many nights where he has just stayed up so late working on art or watching horror movies that he just ends up there. So sometimes he just sleeps on the couch even when things are great between us. So like
I said, if I was just chilling and fell asleep, I'm not gonna be mad about it, but it's my choice, is what, you know, he was pretty much saying. You didn't tell me to go sleep on the couch. No, I enjoyed my evening watching horror movies or whatever and then fell asleep.
I've never told TJ to sleep on the couch. But that would make sense to me, and I would not blame a man for drawing that hard boundary. If his girl is like, I can't stand you, you're sleeping on the couch tonight, like, what is she really gonna do if he's like, no, I'm going to my bed?
True.
You don't have to cuddle with me, you don't have to look at me, we don't have to do anything together, but I'm sleeping in my bed, and if you don't like it, you can go sleep on the couch. Like, what is she gonna do? Overpower him? Push him off? That it becomes a domestic, and that's not his fault. Okay, I'm sure that, oh my god, some woman would try to spin to the police officer that he started it because he wouldn't sleep on the couch. Taylor, Frankie Paul ass shit. But I don't think he's wrong for that.
I think everything he gave were solid standards, solid boundaries.
At all. I think that's completely valid, and I think he's right. That is weird that is a standard. It got me thinking that, and a lot of other things that at this Help for Men event that I went through, where there was a group activity where one of the guys asked the other guy, what is something that your wife or partner does that really irritates you. And it wasn't designed to be like a woman bashing, wife bashing activity. The point of the activity was for men to discuss the solutions to those issues, or to even like discuss how each other solved those issues within their own marriages. Like I said, it was a
Okay.
very non-toxic, solutions-based event. And one of the things that a lot of men complained about was the honey-do lists.
Ah,
The every time they come home or they have a weekend off, it's so here's all of the things that I want you to do. And it's so interesting because that comes so naturally to women. It's almost like built into our
and us men fucking hate it.
DNA. It's how we're socialized. It's something that we truly believe is like our God-given right, is to create the honey-do lists for our husbands. But I know for damn sure that if I came home or if I had a couple days off and my husband started going, so you're gonna make sure to finish the laundry and sweep the kitchen, right? I would be like, now who the is you? Like, I think a lot of women would like go loco. And the honey-do list is something that TJ and I talked about like a long time ago. First of all, my husband is ADHD as all hell. My whole house is ADHD as all hell. So my husband has actually said that it helps him to have a list. Most of the time, like, he's gotten into a pretty good habit of making his own lists, but the reason that he finds it helpful and I find it helpful to create a list, and it's not even like a necessarily timed list, just something that we put on the family calendar, is so that if it's something that he wants to do himself, something he's prioritized, then he'll remember it later, but also so that I can tell him what items I'm prioritizing. And we've talked about this, so we're on the same page.
Actual communication in a relationship?
But it's like, if I write down something I'd like him to do, it's never because I don't trust that he has his own agenda or his own priorities. It's just that he knows where my priorities are. And if he has other shit going on, he's allowed to usurp my ask. Like, I
Nice.
don't expect that my demands come first in his life, right? Like, if I'm like, hey, this is something that I've really needed fixed, but like I can't do it myself. He might say like I can do that today, or he might say like I have these three other things I have to do.
Yeah.
God, who knew?
I mean, that's the thing, right? Men don't mind the list so much. It's just the list and then the time constraint of when they want us to complete these tasks. That's the major thing. I'll take out the trash sooner or later, right? I'll do it when I'm ready. I'll take care of all these other things. Don't expect me to take care of them as soon as you tell me about them, and then just expect me to just get up and just go do them immediately. That's probably not gonna happen.
Communication in a relationship, right? Bebe says, I remember when a girlfriend I lived with in an apartment broke up with me. She was puzzled when she came back, and I was still there the next day. I said I paid half of my rent till the end of the month. I talk about this a lot, but I feel like it always bears repeating because people just don't know this. But you can't just kick someone out. This is one of the biggest misconceptions in every relationship, marriage, roommateship that permeates throughout all of society is a lot of people think that if you're pissed at someone, you can simply kick them out. And that is not the way that it works.
No.
Even if they aren't paying rent, even if they are staying there scot-free, they still have a legal right to be there if there is reasonable history of their residency, especially if they have stuff in the house.
This is why you do not live with women. Don't let them leave stuff at your house.
Like, you can yell at them and be like, get the fuck out, get the fuck out. But if you call the police and you're like, they won't leave, the police will be like, well, how long have they been staying here? And if it's in a reasonable amount of time, not just like they showed up yesterday, if it's like, well, yeah, they've been living here, and yeah, they have clothes here, and a backpack here, and a computer here, and their Xbox here, guess what? Squatters' rights. You cannot just make them leave. You have to file a formal eviction, and that's going to take time.
In California, it's even worse.
So if the person you want to get out right now doesn't want to go, and they haven't committed a crime enough to have a PPO or restraining order warranted, you're gonna have to kumbaya that shit and figure it out. But yeah, moving on to his next point of like, I'm not gonna chase after you.
Yes.
Another.
I am so adamant about this for you guys. Just why? Stop going after people that are running away from you. Find someone that wants to meet you halfway at least. There's probably women that want to fully run towards you. You just gotta find those women so you can run towards each other.
Strong, healthy boundary. This is another one that like is not surviving the gender swap test. If a man was ever like, I'm done with you and stormed off, like, oh my God, if a woman actually did chase after him, she would be called desperate. She would be called hysterical. Like, all of the girlies would be like, stand up. What are you doing? Like, you never do that. And not enough men are encouraging each other like, dude, bro, no, we are not playing that game. And it's also comes down to like, well, what do we want here? What is consistent? Is it when you say no, we leave you alone? Or is it when you say no, we're actually supposed to try harder?
Right.
Because to me, if someone is like storming off and they're claiming that they're done with me, okay. I've seen this like weird tactic play out a lot where the girlfriend breaks up with the boyfriend, but it's not a real breakup. It's a test to see if he'll like chase her, and then she gets mad when like
he just
honors
agrees
the breakup and doesn't contact her anymore. Pick a lane. Choose your fighter. What are we doing here? Like, when you are broken up, you are broken up. That is the way of it. We are not Ross and Rachel. We are not on a break here. And then the third one, being punished for being right. That's another really common one. I feel like men have to deal with.
Thank God I don't really deal with that one that much. The being right thing. Like, they'll get mad even though I am right, but they don't really punish me or try to make me feel a way for being right. They're just mad because I'm right. You know, can't help but being right all the time.
It's such a trope. Like I said, it's just built into the social zeitgeist. Is what's the number one advice that men are given about relationships and about women and about marriage? Happy wife, happy life. It just makes me laugh because one of the videos that we hopefully get to today is going to talk all about how men are born and conditioned to be entitled. And I'm not going to argue with you that there are a lot of aspects that can be true, but are we just going to pretend that that's completely untrue for women? Right. How in the world can we argue that women are not taught and socialized to be entitled when phrases like happy wife, happy life exist? Where the entire
his money is our money, my money is my money
basis of that phrase that is taught to men very early on is you do whatever she says, no matter how ridiculous, no matter how emotional, no matter how much you disagree with it on a fundamental level, you do it or else your life will be miserable. Clearly, that's something that when you put it in a patriarchal framing, that's the enemy of all of feminism. When men have the mindset of, because I think it, because I want the power, you must obey as the weaker sex, then it's disgusting, as it ought to be. And yet, when a woman is like, well, I'm the wife, so of course whatever I say goes, no one bats an eye. Nope. That one just bothers me. And it's anybody who is so unable to take an L, who is so unable to have accountability that they go, oh shit, I was wrong about that, is a fucking loser, dude. An absolute loser. A barf encrusted jumbo jerk. A whole ass walnut. A liquid fart. Like, you suck if you really are the kind of...
Isn't a liquid fart a shart?
Person who, like, you've been proven wrong. You move the goalposts, you keep getting proven wrong. Yep. You build your straw man, you once again get proven wrong, and by the end of it, all you can say is like, well, I'm still gonna be mad. Oh my God, you're the worst. You're the worst person. I hate dealing.
I'm sure a lot of us men have dealt with plenty of women like in our lives like that. Again, just it's not just women we date. There's just friends, cousins, even our own moms.
With these people, you're a troll. You're just a troll at that point. You're just a 4chan troll. You're behaving like an unattended iPad baby who is getting in arguments on Reddit. And I just like, you're not a good partner. You're not. I don't blame him at all, dude.
It's okay to have standards, men. Don't let women shame you for having them. Create them. You know, live life and create your own standards. Don't just take other people's standards and just give them for yourself. No, find out what you want in life. Find out what you want to deal with and then move about it that way. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. And catch you guys next time. Ciao.